Hello, beloved. Welcome. This will be your message from the divine. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those keen or interested, I do offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Without further ado, let us tap into this energy. Let us tap into this reading. Let us tap into this message here. So I am channeling the energy of somebody that spoke something that wasn't supposed to be said. Okay, whoever this is trying to right their wrongs at this time, because whatever it is that they spoke is something that is not returning to their life, whether mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or physically. Whatever was spoken is beginning to harvest itself in their life or siphon itself in this person's life. Somebody kept speaking about you or speaking on your world, life, and reality. And whatever it is that they spoke is returning to their life. So if they spoke something over your world, life, and reality that was not in alignment with the truth, they're going to live in that energy of a lie that they told, or the witch's brew. Okay. Whoever this person is has a lot of hate in their heart towards you. This is somebody that not only do they hate themselves, but they hate the fact that they can't make you hate yourself. So whatever it is that they said, in that moment when they spoke it, something hovered over them or found them, something cursed them, okay? So it's something that they can't unsay. Obviously, it's an energy they harvested or siphoned from their own hatred. Okay, this person, when they spoke it, amongst whoever they spoke this to, those people knew the truth. So it's not that they spoke and then people believed. They spoke and then people were shocked. They spoke and then people were surprised that we didn't know you had this much hate for this person, or this was symbolic and represented this much towards you about this person. You know, people weren't and the energy of clarity when it came to this person's true emotions and thoughts towards you. Now people are seeing that this person is the devil. Okay, we have judgment here to the devil energy. People are recognizing this person to be an enemy, because not only did they hide their mask of falsehood upon what they perceived you to be, but they also lied to others about that. So simply put, people are thrown off towards this person about the fact that they lied not only to themselves about it, but they lied to everybody. Because if they look at the situation itself, it's a matter of they were trying to turn everybody against you. So to do that, they had to pretend or act or put on some form of mask or be a false person, and they did that, and they were okay with it, because they wanted your ending. Okay, they wanted your doom, or they wanted you to bow down to them. We have the 10 of Swords. So they infiltrated people's minds and hearts with specific words, and you know, to evoke emotions and thoughts, and to activate and awaken things within them that aren't true, so that they correlate or correspond with whatever it is that this person is trying to make you out to be. Like, this person is not concerned or worried about lying about just that about you. They want your whole entire identity to be of facelessness. So whatever lies they spread, they want those lies to take away from who you are. Okay, this person is playing with your life. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse, because just as much as people don't believe them, it's not just about people not believing this person. It's about the fact that this is someone's wish fulfillment. This is someone's dream or fantasy or desire to really see you pinned down or put to an end, or in your ending, in your doom. Okay, even if they have to create it for you, even if it's something they have to manufacture themselves into creating. So if they have to pretend to be something they're not, then they're going to do that. If they're going to act, then it's going to take them there it won't be a problem for them to do it. Okay, whoever this person is, they're insatiable. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. A truly insatiable spirit. Like, anything about you can send them to a plane of hatred that they can only return from if they see you go through what they really want you to go through. So the hatred took them there. They can't live with themselves without seeing you mentally hurt or emotionally hurt or spiritually hurt or physically hurt. It's nothing that has to do with anything outside of that. So if they're working day in, day out, purposely in fate and destiny of being your enemy or your supposed arch nemesis or rival, it's really not going to take much for them to always have it in them to seek your doom. Like, everything that they do, they want to make sure that they put an end to you. And everyone that they speak to as well. We have the Knights of Wands in the reverse. So as of lately, this person is targeting those around you that they can sexually engage with in order for them to pillow talk or spend quality time outside of everything and anyone, including you, so that they get personal information about you. So they're looking at anyone around you that they can connect to in a manner of sexual intercourse, so that they can be able to siphon and harvest your personal information utilizing a specific person. Okay, so if it's not sexual intercourse, it's charm. Okay, if they don't want to if they don't want to do that, then they'll use charm. Or if they can't do that, which is sexual intercourse, then they'll go for the charm effect. Okay, in order to get what they want out of the person. Yeah, Page of Cups. So if they have to buy that person things or pretend to be something they're not, or act like they're something they're not, or go about things in ways that are not who they are, then they're gonna do that. They're just hoping whoever it is doesn't question it and just sees them as being authentic or original or of truth. So this person is looking to ruin you to the extent that there is nothing to you left. So they're hoping that at some point they've already spewed out such imaginative lies that it leaves no room for truth, right? So even when you are speaking to people about anything, they'll forever remember this person's words, and then they'll forever, therefore, not look at you in truth. That's what this person wants. We have the Queen of Wands. They want to take away the essence of the beauty of your identity. So the way you make people feel and think, somebody wants to tarnish that, or they want to take it away from you. They want to make sure that it doesn't exist or it ceases to exist after they've done what they've done. This is a mission of theirs, or a life task, or a daily responsibility, like a chore. Okay, it's somebody's worst way of living, but they don't mind it, to say the least, because it's something that they basing their life on. An analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Take, for instance, somebody that is sent to war. As they go there, they have to acknowledge that they're taking a risk upon their whole entire life as they know it. But for whatever cause or agenda, they still go against their own breath of life to do what they need to do. So coming back to the generalization of this message, this is exactly what is happening to this person. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The hate is just making them travel. You know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. They don't care what it takes. Okay, they don't care what needs to happen or who needs to, you know, be used, or what weapons need to be formed. We have the Knights of Swords in the reverse. This is a very calculated person. They never do anything without thinking and feeling it thoroughly, so that they assess it properly, so that it doesn't come back to them. This is somebody that wants to make sure of this. They want to ensure that something never returns to them. After they've sealed the fate with these words of lies, and after they've tied you down to that destiny or that purpose, they want to make sure that you yourself can't reflect in the mirror to even get yourself out of it, because there's so many lies spewed out, and that web that is created is therefore the reason of you never making a way out of this energy. This is what they want to do. Yeah, the devil here. Somebody wants to entrap you or keep you in bondage. Okay, this person's hatred for you is something that it doesn't exist, because it's ancient and it's medieval times. Okay, the first kind of hatred that people had towards each other, the ones that, you know, make you want to wear that person's skin. It will make you want to hear them scream in pain and utter fear, okay? Torture, torment, trauma, okay? This is what's in alignment with whoever this is. This person also has no bone in their body that is not willing to wait, okay? If they have to, if it tarries, meaning if it takes time, they don't mind waiting. Like if it has to get to the point where they have to step away from this person to think of more lies to tell them about you, so that that person tells that other person, and so that that lie or those lies temper with this in your world, life, and reality, then they're going to do it. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody that's not concerned about any reasoning. They're not concerned about any logic. It's not even of emotion or anything like that. This person, they can't live with themselves knowing that they're not getting their way with you. Okay, they can't live with themselves knowing that they're not able to make you feel the way they want you to feel, or they're not making you think the way they want you to think, because whoever this is, they want to be your executioner. I mean, double the devil energy. This is somebody that literally lives in a hell that they've created with the hate. Because now when they eat, they think of the fact that you even have an appetite. They don't want you having that as well. Like, they're that sick in the mind. Like, their emotions, they're that sick in their heart. Like, somebody is really not okay. For you to want this sort of thing for another person, and then you expect to go on with your merry little life. Like, that's actually insanity. That's crazy. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And again, with this desperation of even wanting to use sexual intercourse or charm to infiltrate someone you're close to, so that that person likes them more than you or loves them more than you, enough to turn against you with the personal information they've already gained by being as close to you as they are or were. They don't mind waiting. They don't. This is a person that has a wild imagination. They daydream and they envision things, and they really suffer from delusions, okay? It's something very chronic, meaning it's forever been like that, and it's something very serious. Because if they have to sit alone and make all of these things up and expect those things to be of reality, and they want to ensure that they make it happen, then they basically living out of their mind. They basically living out of their heart, because they're living in something that isn't real. They make things up and attach their emotions to their daydreams. They attach their thoughts to their imagination, and then want all of that to be right here, right now. Like, what is that? Like, that's insanity. This person's actually crazy, very sick in the mind and heart. We have the Five of Cups. They don't even want to hear it. Like, even if you were to sit them down and try to let them know that they don't need to be like this in life, that they don't need to walk around with this sort of energy in life. This is the sort of person that will spit in your face and tell you that they don't care. This is the sort of person that will never make it clear to themselves how much of a hateful spirit they have, because then they wouldn't even be able to live with themselves. Not just with the fact that they hate you, but they won't even be able to live with themselves. This person wants you docile or complacent or stagnant or catatonic, okay? Where you can't do for yourself because you're so broken up on the inside, just mentally, emotionally, spiritually, just physically tarnished in your human anatomy. You just don't have it in you anymore to smile like you used to laugh like you used to go there and do this with that person like you used to, because they've infiltrated your world, life, and reality with their poisonous heart and mind, wanting to make sure that you live to suffer because they want to be your worst enemy. Like, it's delusionally insane and crazy. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. How is it that they walk around with that? Okay? How is it that they live with themselves like that? Because then that would mean they suffer for real. Like, for real, like, you really, like, suffering. So you, beloved, being yourself is somebody's biggest suffering. And they want to take themselves out of the suffering by watching you suffer. And the reason they're suffering is because they're hateful. For whatever reason, they're jealous. For whatever reason, they're envious. And for whatever reason, they're desperate to make sure that they never feel like that again. And they blame you for feeling like that because your identity is bringing it out of them. Well, why does that exist in them to begin with? What does your identity have to do with the things of life that they need to look at and address that made them into the person that they are? Because they're walking around entitled to your pain as if you live for it, or you live for whatever they want to see of you. It's blatant disrespect. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Bad news is they will forever be in this energy, because as soon as they wanted this for another person, as soon as they tied themselves down to wanting this fate or destiny or purpose in alignment with another person, so you want someone to suffer. They want you to suffer. So they want you to be like that, in suffering. And then they go about their merry little life, isn't it? As if they're okay because now you're suffering. What do you call that? So you just can't live with yourself until you see me in pain. Like, you really must be very medieval, ancient type of evil. Back to that, where they want to wear the skin, you know? That's how deeply insatiable that hate is. It just goes beyond the borders of what we know hate to be amongst what we say about it. But there's things that can't even be put to words, but they live within people, whether it's for better or for worse. And this is just one of them, okay? We have the Six of Pentacles here. They're gonna get what they give in the end, though. Because whatever strategy or aim or scheme or plot or whatever vengeance or vendetta or personal agenda or cause they're going about this for, it's not going to be enough in the end when they have to look at the fact that you never bow to what they want you to be. You're not even thinking about this person's existence. That's the crazy part. Like, that's the insane part. How are you supposed to care about someone that you abandon yourself? Like, again with this Ace of Cups in the reverse, there is nothing to this person. They have nothing to offer in the world. They have no offering of themselves. If they're in somebody's life, it's because they're utilizing that person's resources or creativity or way of living or anything that they need or want. That's what they get by way of just putting themselves in people's lives. But they don't have anything to them to offer, though. There's nothing that they can give anyone. Because somebody that vibrates in this frequency or wavelength of hate, they can't attract anything, even for themselves. They can't call in anything or manifest anything or cast or incantate or even conjure anything, even for themselves. Because now they're in this fixed vibration of hate, and that's what follows them. So even if they touch something that's beautiful, they won't feel the beauty or see it or understand it because they don't live in that energy. They don't know what that is. All somebody knows is to walk around and be a hateful spirit. 8 of Wands. So hateful, you're willing to sacrifice whatever, do whatever, say whatever, act however. Like, that's pure sickness. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's just insanity and craziness all in one. Because then what happens when they wake up in the morning? So the first thought in their brain is, how can I hurt you? And then somebody like that expects to have a good meal without it tugging at their throat and them coughing. When they think and feel things like that towards other people, they expect to breathe in air of joy and laughter or giggles. They expect to get in the water and feel good after. They expect to watch something and actually enjoy it without being haunted by thoughts and emotions of hate. Like, that can't happen though. You get what you give. If that's what you are, then that's what you receive. We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. With this 7 of Swords in the reverse, this person, the reason it's as crazy and as insane and as sick as it is because they want to include other people though. They don't want to just sit in their own hate train. They want others to join in and chime in as well. Yeah, we all hate this person. Because they want to take away the essence of your identity to make sure that you look in the mirror and think and feel that something is wrong with you. Because if so-and-so is turning against you, then they definitely have a right to, because something is wrong with you. So that's how they want to take away your essence. They're just taking away the relationship you have with yourself, that bond you have with yourself. Now there's no trust between you and the person in the mirror, because everything and everyone is falling apart, and everything and everyone is doing this and falling apart because someone is trying to make sure that there's nothing left of you to go off in your world, life, and reality. You're just withering away in such evilness and hatred and wicked and cruelty that has been put on you. That's what they want, and that's why they're sick. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords to the Chariot. Double Chariot energy here. This person is going to regret the day that they even wanted this for you or needed it for you. Okay, whatever ritual this is, where they wake up every day and carry this energy, or when they talk to people, they bring it out and want people to latch onto it and leech onto it, and it's all just one thing. And now they're ruling over the hatred people have towards you, because they're the ones activating it with the lies they're telling about you, making this one question you and whatever it is that you and them once shared. That's what their mission and their life task is at this time. This is more than just a Judas, right? This is more than just a Judas, or this is more than just evil of darkness. It's void. It's something empty. It's like nothing. Because if you take a look at this energy, it can't call in anything. Even if they do see you go through this, what is it feeding inside of them? That's the question they really need to ask themselves, or you need to as well. What are they really feeding inside of them that wants to see you like that? They'd be okay to put themselves at risk so that you go through suffering? What is it about your suffering that puts them in a position to experience pleasure? It's people like this that when they're around other people, if those people don't have a bond or a relationship with themselves, they will really fall into certain things that will take away from their life and essence forever. Because this is the sort of person that their energy alone or their presence alone can stop that business deal. Or it can stop that thought process that you once had that made you who you are. Or that emotional understanding that you have with yourself. It's really deep. This person actively observes as they speak these lies to people. How deep is this one into believing what I said? This is what they are in that moment, the observer. How deep is this lie that I keep telling? And where is it taking this person? And are they where I want them to be with it yet? Because if they were, then you, beloved, would be affected, right? If they got what they want with the lies that they keep telling. So I'm seeing the words, like I'm seeing a prophetic vision of the words identity theft, hitchhike, so at this time, there's an enemy in your midst. If people around you haven't told you or you already know, nonetheless, though, this is the energy. Somebody is not meant to be around you. This is somebody that's going to take away from you if you don't see them for who they are. And something in this energy is so consecrated in a false mask that it's scary, because if you don't drop that mask by way of seeing who this person is for who they are, you're going to fall into something here that's going to ruin your whole life and identity. Because you're going to enter the wrong room or go to the wrong place or say the wrong thing, and they'll just checkmate because you don't see them as who they are. They're not checkmating you because you're blindsided or outsmarted or none of that. It's just that you don't see for who they are. And that's why they're getting away with it. So this is a confirmation message or a warning message. Take it out, resonates how it applies for world, life, and reality. But you need to get away from someone here. And you need to ensure that those around you know who this is for who they are. And speak as calmly as possible about this. This was your message from the divine. This was your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me. To those keen or interested, I offer personal readings. If you want to book me for a personal reading, you'll find my email listed in my description box below. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me, beloved. Goodbye.